Hey everybody, this is Micah Parsons AKOYE.
We're 2 games into the season and Micah Parsons is no longer a Dallas Cowboy. Let that sink in. The face of this defense, the guy who's supposed to be this era's Lawrence Taylor, is gone. Traded. I know how it feels. The last time the Dallas Cowboys made a move like this, it was Herschel Walker. And the deal birthed a dynasty. So now we've got to ask, is Micah Parsons the missing piece for someone else's rings or the sacrificial piece that Jerry Jones needed to build the future? Both could be true, but let's find out. Welcome to Micah Parsons, his accumulation of knowledge over his years of experience. Let's walk through it. Why trade him now, though? Was it the salary cap crossroads? I mean, we can go back and look at Dak's extension, and he didn't have to fight too much, although he had to fight. But he just got extended not too long ago, and Dak Prescott seems to be happy and walking into that leadership role, doing some of the things that Jerry kind of speaks to, whereas he has, I think, half a football field, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't seen it, but I think he has half a football field in his backyard where he regularly trains and works with a lot of the receivers that are on this team. And he looks at that as a way of not only providing leadership, but also some sort of ROI for Jerry's money, meaning players are leaning into Dak Prescott in order to get better and get on the same page with the leader of this team, Dak Prescott. CeeDee Lamb got a payday as well. You can see that CeeDee Lamb has stepped into a more leadership position where he's trying to school and mentor guys. And I don't want to say mentors if they're, young pups and he's the OG or something like that. I'm just saying you can see him working with GP, George Pickens. You can see him working with the other receivers in the room, in that receiver room, trying to make sure they're all on the same page. After dropping several passes in the opener, CeeDee Lamb was seen stand behind and catching balls from the jug machine, just trying to lead by example. And leadership will become an overarching theme that may lead to some of the answers that we're asking in regards to why Micah Parsons may be gone. They may be true, may not. We don't know for sure, but we definitely gonna find out. We're gonna get as close to the answers from the outside looking in approach that we can get in this film and in this video. Okay, but there's O-line needs as well. We got guys like Tyler Smith that are going to need to be paid soon. We saw that right after the trade, Bland got paid. Bland's in a boot right now, but he got paid. So there are players that are here because Micah Parsons is not, and there are going to be players that are here in the future because Micah Parsons is not. So those things have to be weighed when you talk about why you trade a generational talent like Micah Parsons. Okay. Parsons wasn't waiting. He wasn't willing to wait. Green Bay gave him 4 years and $188 million. $136 million of that is guaranteed, and $47 million a year is what he's going to be given. That is QB money. That's substantially more than what we were trying to pay Dak Prescott in his initial contract. Okay. So to say that there's a non-QB in the league that's being paid this much, it doesn't come with just sacks and stats. Leadership and locker room dynamics and playoff performance has to factor into that conversation. Now, how well does that factor into the conversation when you're talking about Micah Parsons and his tenure here with the Dallas Cowboys? Okay, we all know about the Green Bay game, and he's actually on Green Bay, which is that's what makes a lot of fans sick, to be honest. But we all know about that game where really it looked like the game plan was just to run at Micah Parsons and, run at those edges and hope that you catch him going upfield trying to get to the QB, right? We've seen games like the Buffalo game where Josh Allen really didn't throw the ball very much. I think he dropped back maybe 15 times. They just ran the ball at the Dallas Cowboys. And with running and stopping the run being the integral parts of historically good football, when you can't do that, you have a generational talent on the team, and you can't stop the run with that individual, well, you got to ask yourself, how good can we be if you're Jerry anyway, if I pay Micah Parsons this money? Jerry Jones has an oil mindset, which means he likes to flip assets at their peak. Anyone who's seen the Netflix documentary, which is great by the way, if you haven't, go out and watch it. But you can see where Jerry Jones, made his name. He would reinvest that type of money into multiple wells and try to strike again. That's just what he does. And he was a gambler because he had a lot of debt, right?